Hello, you are watching Shalom World News. I'm David Kerr from Lansing in Michigan, and these are your latest news headlines from around the world. Pope Francis has announced a special year of prayer in order to prepare the Catholic Church around the world for next year's Jubilee Year. The Holy Father made his announcement during his Sunday Angelus address, saying he wants the year of prayer to seek Christian unity and peace worldwide. He also stressed the importance of the need for prayer in one's personal life, in the life of the Church, and the life of the world. A Jubilee Year, is also known as a Holy Year, is a special year in the life of the Church, which is focused on the remission of sins, debts, and universal pardon. Jubilees usually only happen once every 25 years. The Vatican and the City of Rome are expecting a turnout of over 35 million pilgrims to visit during next year's Jubilee, which will mark the first ordinary Holy Year since the Great Jubilee Year of the year 2000. The Jubilee Year of 2025 commences on the 24th of December 2024 and concludes on the 6th of January 2026. Meanwhile, Pope Francis has also called for the release of 6 religious sisters who were abducted in Haiti during a bus hijacking in the capital city of Port-au-Prince on Friday. Gunmen took the nuns, who are members of the Sisters of St. Anne congregation, along with other passengers on the bus. The abduction took place on January the 19th in broad daylight in the centre of the city. Speaking during his Angelus address on Sunday, the Holy Father urged everyone to work towards ending the violence which he said is causing immense suffering to the beloved population of Haiti. According to the United Nations, the pervasive violence in Haiti has forced over 165,000 Haitians to flee their homes in recent years. The foreign ministers of Israel and Palestine are set to meet with their European Union counterparts on Monday. The EU is considering potential steps towards a comprehensive peace plan between the two sides amid the ongoing conflict in Gaza. Israel Katz and Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki will participate separately in the meeting, which will take place in Brussels, and will also involve foreign ministers from Saudi Arabia, Egypt and Jordan, as well as the Secretary-General of the League of Arab States. News of the meeting in Brussels comes as Israeli attacks continue in the Gaza Strip, with Palestinian health officials now reporting a death toll of over 25,000 people since the outbreak of war in October. That's a death toll the United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has described as heartbreaking. Washington DC witnessed tens of thousands of pro-lifers attend the 51st annual March for Life event, which took place on Friday. Despite the dropping temperatures and snowfall, this year's marchers seemed undeterred. At the concluding rally, they were addressed by a host of notable figures, including the Speaker of the US House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, who explained that he himself is a product of an unplanned pregnancy. Meanwhile, in California, the 20th Walk for Life West Coast was held on Saturday in San Francisco.
Pro-life activists chanted "Let Their Hearts Beat" at the 51st Annual March for Life in Washington, D.C. on Friday. Despite the harsh weather, people walked past the U.S. Capitol and the Supreme Court building with banners that read "March for Life." At the occasion, March for Life President Ginny Mancini said supporting mothers and newborns is the main goal of the pro-life movement. During his speech, House Speaker Mike Johnson reminded the audience that the march's goal is to realize that every unborn child has a value, which is too profound and precious to ignore.
That all men are created equal. Not born equal, created equal. That's what the founders said. That's right. And that they're endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, including the right to life and liberty, the pursuit of happiness. Those are inalienable rights. They cannot be taken away. And so it's from the very beginning that our founders boldly proclaimed those self-evident truths, that our rights do not come from government, our rights come from God, our Creator. That's right. And it also means that every single person has inestimable dignity and value. And your value is not related in any way to the color of your skin or what zip code you live in, how good you are in sports, where you went to high school. It's irrelevant. Your value is inherent because it is given to you by your Creator.
Other notable speakers included American attorney Roger Severino, Representative Chris Smith from New Jersey, and football coach James Harbaugh of the University of Michigan. On Saturday, the Walk for Life West Coast got underway at Civic Center Plaza in California's city of San Francisco. A banner with the words "Abortion hurts women" on the front was carried by thousands of pro-life activists as they marched along Market Street toward Embarcadero Plaza. Future belongs to children, and the future belongs to families raising those children, activist Leela Rose declared in her speech. Other notable speakers at the event were artist Kaya Jones, founder of Black Genocide, Clenard Childress, and Springs of Love founder Kimberly Henkel. News Desk, SW News.
Severe winter storms across the US have killed almost 90 people, with Tennessee and Oregon being the worst affected states. In those areas most badly hit, many neighbourhoods remain without power, with freezing conditions anticipated to last until the midweek. Meanwhile, the states of Mississippi and Tennessee have experienced water scarcity. Meteorologists are warning that warm air and rain may create floods in regions of the Midwest and northeastern US after the present icy conditions thaw. Thousands of Ethiopian Orthodox Christians have gathered in the country's capital city of Addis Ababa to celebrate Epiphany, by which they commemorate the baptism of Jesus. The event, which is also known as Timkit, included a march from the churches to Yan Meda, an open field to which priests carried replicas of the Ark of the Covenant known as tablets. Students sang hymns and youngsters laid red carpets in the streets, while priests spread incense and sprinkled holy water across the pilgrimage route. The faithful, clothed in traditional white fabric, also sang and bowed before the tablets. The patriarch of the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, Abun Matthias, used the occasion to urge government officials to solve the current conflict-related famine in the Tigray area of the country. The Pakistani human rights and religious freedom advocate Peter Jacob has been awarded the US Secretary of State's International Religious Freedom Award. Mr. Jacob was honoured along with 7 other individuals from different countries for promoting and defending religious freedom globally. Peter Jacob heads Pakistan's Centre for Social Justice, which is a research and advocacy organisation based in Lahore. He has given the past 35 years of his life to working for the rights of Pakistan's oppressed religious minorities, including Christians. He has been a strong advocate for equal treatment and religious freedom, most notably campaigning for the abolition or revision of Pakistan's blasphemy laws. A landslide in the southern Philippines has claimed the lives of 10 Christian worshippers, including 5 children. The fatal incident in the Davao de Ora province took place on Thursday when the landslip struck the house where Christians had assembled for prayer. According to official reports, the landslide was triggered by continuous heavy rains. A new report by the Catholic charity Aid to the Church in Need has revealed that 2023 saw persecution of the global Catholic community hit record levels, with 132 incidents involving arrests, abductions and killings of priests and religious. The report highlights that most of these events took place in Belarus, China, Nicaragua and Nigeria. Of the 132 cases, 86 involved the arrest or detention of priests. The report says that autocratic regimes often use these arrests to punish the church for challenging injustice. Montana's Attorney General has ruled out a proposed ballot measure seeking to enshrine a constitutional right to abortion. AG Austin Knudston labelled the proposal as legally insufficient after a legal sufficiency review of the proposal known as Ballot Measure Number 14. In a memorandum issued on Tuesday, Mr Knudston wrote that Ballot Measure 14 creates an express right to abortion but denies voters the ability to express their views on the nuance of that right. Finally, a new mosaic of St. Charbel Makhlouf, the 19th century miracle monk of Lebanon, has been placed in the Vatican's grottos beneath the high altar in St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. The image of the Lebanese saint was blessed by Pope Francis in November of 2023. It has now been hung next to the tomb of Pope St. Paul VI, who canonised St. Charbel back in 1977. The mosaic initiative has been promoted by the Lebanese ambassador to the Holy See. Friday's installation ceremony was followed by Holy Mass in the crypt's Hungarian chapel, which was offered according to the Lebanese Maronite rite by the Maronite Patriarchal Vicar at the Holy See. Well, that's your latest headlines for now. Do join us for more tomorrow. You can also join us at swnews.org for news updates. Shalom.